Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. MashaAllah, welcome back from the break to our live session coming to you direct from Ikra TV. I'm your host, Muhammad Hayat Riaz Khan. Alhamdulillah, just before the break, we had our residential, MashaAllah, health and PT and judo, I suppose, third Dan black belt, Yannick Mizepo, who was just showing us some various exercises for people at various stages of their health. Now, Yannick has hurt his right hand from his last bout in his MMA fight he had last week. But in spite of that, mashallah, he's coming. So, Yannick, we were just discussing, what is, for a 40-year-old person who's worried about his health. And the thing you mentioned was the first thing he needs to do is watch his food intake. Can you just tell us a bit more about the food, please? What you'd advise?
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Mulana Ayat. So what we're saying is about people like 40-year-old, the first thing what they have to do is change the alimentation, drinking fizzy drink all the time. People keep eating pizza, food with a lot of oil. This is what we need to stop, because that stops our heart to beat properly and then make us weak. Make us, the circulation doesn't go properly, the blood circulation going low, and then make us weak and then getting tired. And then it start getting us more disease in the body, That's not good.
So no fizzy drinks, did you say?
No fizzy drink, we have to stop.
No oil.
No much oil, yeah.
So no oil, no fizzy drinks,
yeah.
Watch what you're eating. Okay, so what about exercise-wise? I mean, what exercise would you suggest? I mean, what about these things like boxercise, or what would you suggest to raise a person's heartbeat and help him kind of make his heart stronger?
Yeah, so first of all, in the beginning, I show you the most easy exercise as everyone could do, like walking. That is the most easy one that everyone could do, just walking. Now, as far as you become stronger, you depend about what is your hobby. People coming to me and then they want to do some boxing exercise. That is good for your stamina, that is good for your heart, that is good for your strength. People want to do boxing, people want to do judo, people want to do some sambo exercise, people want to do some wrestling exercise. That is good. It depends about your skill, it depends about your hobby. What do you like? Yeah.
Excellent, excellent. So, mashallah, can you, Yannick, maybe show us some exercises or techniques, even though you're injured with your right hand, and we don't want you to hurt yourself any further.
That is fine. Even with one hand or without hand, still do it.
Mashallah, mashallah.
Like kickboxing, the first basic stuff that we and the right hand. So when we're doing the jab and the right hand, you make sure like when you're punching, then when you twisting your hip right inside, and then your left hand have to cover your hand. So if I'm there, jab, and my coach gonna be there. My jab here and my coach, I'm just working on that. Nice sample, change the angle here. Nice jab course, pivot, nice jab course. If I want to add the kick, I could add the front kick. So all the time when I'm in front of my partner, front kick and then jab course. Front kick and jab course.
Excellent. So that's very good, Yannick. So they can start with maybe some shadow boxing, adding a few kicks there and changing direction. And that's fantastic. So I think, you know what, Yannick, we leave it on that today. Our viewers can maybe start on these two exercises. People who are actually slightly. But Yannick, let me say thank you very much and Jazakallah for coming. In spite of your injuries, inshallah, we're going to have you back very, very soon. Jazakallah for coming, and Jazakallah. Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you. Assalamu alaikum. Jazakallah.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.
Jazakallah. Inshallah.
Inshallah. That was our Yannick, mashallah. If I tell you the story of Yannick, he's our Muslim brother. He is an amazing person. He's hurt himself, but you're going to hear about Yannick in the future, inshallah. Allah will take him from strength to strength. He's a very, 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 very well qualified person when it comes to exercise. So he mentioned for people who are kind of on heart medication and they've got high blood pressure, they should be very, very careful. What they should do is, start walking, rapid walking, fast walking, on the spot for 45 seconds and then have a break of 15 seconds and maybe do this for 10 times and then do it, so 10 minutes, stop, do it again. This will really, into maybe a few weeks. After that, and for people who are like 40 years old who don't have heart medication but they're worried about their health, what they can do is just do shadow boxing. So you can do this in your house, you're just boxing, you know, and it's beneficial, mashallah. And you can also add some kicks to that, but very, very easy things. You don't want to overdo yourself, especially when you understand that heart disease has come over a person over the last 20-30 years. It will take time, mashallah. So once again, jazakallah to Yannick for coming through. I was mentioning you know, nutritional supplements that you can take for heart health. So I mentioned potassium, 4,600 mgs is recommended. Magnesium is like, you can take 1,000 mgs twice a day. Magnesium is phenomenal for relaxing the heart. The myocardium, the endocardium, different layers, muscles of the heart, it relaxes it. It relaxes a person. When you're relaxed, mashallah, then your breathing will be nice and deep. You won't be stressed, and again, that will impact your blood pressure. You need to relax. So magnesium, maybe 1,000 mgs. Potassium, 4,700 milligrams. Bear in mind, a banana only has 400. You know. Okay, and after that, omega-3 fatty acids, fish oils. So eat fish 2-3 times a week if you can. Make sure it's, you know, wild things like wild salmon or wild sea fish or wild river fish. These not farmed salmon or not farmed fish. Farmed fish, as I mentioned before, is one of the most toxic foods. So potassium, 4,700 mgs daily. Magnesium, a gram or 2 daily, and then omega-3s 3 times a week. Alongside that, calcium, maybe 1.5 gram of calcium. All these things will have a direct impact on your blood pressure. And then garlic. Garlic is so good for heart health. Garlic is very, very important for heart health. And if you can eat the raw garlic, you know, it's just phenomenal. And if you can't, then supplements are there as well. But try to eat raw garlic. It has an amazing impact on the heart, on the lipids, your cholesterol levels, mashallah. And slowly, this will reduce your high blood pressure. Then there's something called coenzyme Q10. Coenzyme Q10, or something known as ubiquitone, is a part of every cell. When you take, you know, statins, it reduces the coenzyme Q10, which is the so-called energy spark plug. So when you have this coenzyme Q10, it gives more vigor to a person, gives more energy. So these are very, very important things you can use. And alongside that, vitamin C's. All vitamin C's are the same. You have ascorbic acid. Ascorbic acid, you take 1-2 grams and you get diarrhea because it's very astringent. So you need to have something like, you know, sodium ascorbate or something called magnesium ascorbate, which are all buffered vitamin C's. You can take 3 grams of this daily, maybe 1 in the morning, 1 in the mid-afternoon, 1 in the evening. These are very important things. A good multivitamin, you know, from a good, respected, reputable brand, take that as well. So these are basically nutritions. Now, I want to mention 3 remedies from the homeopathic pharmacopoeia. These remedies are phenomenal for blood pressure. Many a homeopath has, you know, benefited so many of his patients with high BP. The first remedy is called crataegus. Crataegus is also known as hawthorn berry. Okay, hawthorn berry or crataegus. This is like a heart tonic for the past 2,000-3,000 years, and it helps with high blood pressure. It can reduce your high blood pressure. So crataegus or hawthorn, you can get a vegetable extract of this. You can utilize, and I'll tell you how to use this. So the first one is crataegus. You can do your own research. Homeopathic pharmacies are open down the country, or you can call the clinic and we can dispatch to you. So crataegus is number 1. Number 2, the second remedy is called Rauwolfia serpentina. Rauwolfia serpentina, you know, has worked so well for high blood pressure. Rauwolfia serpentina. And the third one is something called passiflora. Passiflora relaxes the whole system. Again, when you relax, your BP comes down because you're not agitated, you're not stressed. So 3 remedies, Rauwolfia serpentina, which is one, crataegus or hawthorn, which is the other name of it, and the third, passiflora. Don't worry about the names, inshallah. This program is repeated every Sunday, and it's also on YouTube, so you can watch it again. But if you get these 3 and you take 15 drops of these 3 times daily, 15, this is the normal prescription homeopaths will give to their patients. 15 drops of these 3 times daily, 15 drops of crataegus, 15 of hawthorn, and 15 of Rauwolfia. Take this 3 times a day. and it will inshallah really be beneficial to your heart health. Okay, now somebody mentioned some questions last week. We didn't have time to answer them. I'll quickly answer them before we finish. People are asking for a remedy for hay fever. Now, the best remedy in homeopathic medicine for hay fever is something called mixed pollens, or one of the remedies. Mixed pollens, this is a homeopathic remedy made from the different shrubs and pollens that actually cause hay fever. So the homeopathic philosophy, you'll know by now, is what can cause can cure. So homeopathic pharmacies make from the very same thing that causes hay fever, they make a remedy from that, and then by the grace of Allah, you can take that inshallah. So, it's something you can do. So, inshallah ta'ala, I hope today's program has been beneficial to you, and you've gained a somewhat more balanced view of holistic, philosophy that comes towards addressing high blood pressure. I mentioned the 5-6 things that doctors give you, and alongside that, if you take homeopathics or natural nutrition supplements, it will only benefit you. So please join us next week, inshallah. Until then, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.